Way back, I really wished someone would explain credit cards without telling me to cut them up and never use them again. Or maybe you, my friend, wondered if there is a better way to pay off credit card debt than managing dozens of spending categories in a complicated spreadsheet. If so, you're in the right place. Over the years, I've heard countless warnings about credit cards, how they are dangerous, how they ruin lives, and how cash is the only safe way to manage your money. And maybe you've heard those same messages. While it's true that credit cards can become a problem when they are used without a plan, at the same time, I don't believe the card itself is the enemy. I've also seen many women become overwhelmed trying to manage cash envelopes, track endless banking categories, or maintain complicated budgeting systems that simply don't fit their busy lives. And as a working mom, you don't need another full-time job just to manage your money. And here's the question: what if there were a simpler way? And today, I want to introduce you to a fresh perspective, the one that completely changed how I think about credit cards, budgeting, and financial peace. And instead of fearing your credit card, friend, you'll learn how to make it work for you and not against you. We'll talk about what credit card debt really is, how it quietly steals your purchasing power. Yes, it does. And most importantly, how to take back control without guilt, without extreme restrictions or complicated spreadsheets. And if you're a busy working mom looking for a simple, practical way to organize your finances and build lasting financial stability, this episode is for you. If you're tired of debt calling your choices, bills running your day, and groceries eating your paycheck, and ready to finally live life on your terms, debt-free, guilt-free, and unstoppable, welcome to the Financial Planning Podcast. Hi, I'm Deanna, a mom of 4, creator of the 2-line budget, a believer in big dreams and God-given purpose. I help working moms break free from financial overwhelm, take control of their money, and build the clarity, confidence, and peace you need to make wise financial decisions. Here you'll discover simple and practical financial solutions designed to strengthen your home and build lasting financial stability, and maybe enjoy a weekend escape. Because when money becomes simple, your whole life opens up. And I'm here to show you how. There was a time when I was honestly afraid of credit cards. Not because I had a huge amount of credit card debt, but because of all these stories I've heard. I watched people struggle to make their monthly payments. I heard how a small balance turned into thousands of dollars because of interest. And I saw how debt became overwhelming, how some families even had to file for bankruptcy, and how years of hard work were erased in what felt like an instant. To me, credit cards seemed dangerous. I thought they could steal your dreams, delay your goals, and keep you trapped for years. So I believed the safest thing to do, it was simply avoid them. But over time, I realized something very important. The problem wasn't the credit card itself. The problem was not having a simple financial system that told me how much I could spend, when to spend it, and how to pay it off with confidence. Everything changed for me when I learned that a credit card is simply a payment tool. It's not extra income. It's definitely not free money. It's simply one way to pay for purchases you've already planned for. And today, my credit card works for me instead of against me. It helps me stay organized, simplifies my purchases, earns rewards on money I was already planning to spend, and keeps all my expenses in one place. But most importantly, it helps me spend with intention because I already know my spending limit before I even swipe my card. And the credit card didn't change itself. What happened, friends, I changed how I used it. Now, what if your credit card became one of the tools that helped you build financial stability instead of creating financial stress? That's exactly what I help women do through my financial stability coaching. Together, we'll build a simple budget, organize your financial priorities, and create a money system that helps you spend with confidence, save consistently, and pay off debt without feeling deprived. And if you're ready to stop running on the financial hamster wheel, and if you want to start making steady progress toward your financial goals, I would love to help. Just visit dianagalas.com/coaching to book your one-on-one financial stability coaching session. And friend, you don't need a financial miracle. You need a simple system that works. And once you have it, everything starts to change. Before we dive into how-to of paying this off, I want to take a step back and talk about what credit card debt actually is. Because honestly, the financial world loves to use jargon to make us feel confused or guilty, but when you strip all of that away, it's actually really simple. At its core, credit card debt happens because of three main things. First, we are spending tomorrow's money today. We are essentially borrowing from our future selves, assuming tomorrow me will have the extra cash to cover what today me is buying right now. Second, our everyday purchases start outpacing our actual financial priorities. And it's not that we're buying luxury yachts. It's just that Target runs and convenience meals start moving faster than our biggest goals. And third, and this is the sneaky one, interest quietly compounds month after month. It's like a financial snowball, but instead of growing your savings, it's growing what you owe, even when you aren't looking. But here's the thing, if you have credit card debt, please don't beat yourself up. The system is literally designed to make this easy. Just think about it. When you swipe a plastic card or click buy now on your phone, it feels completely painless, right? There is a psychological disconnect here. Our brains don't register a swipe the same way they register physically handing over cold, hard cash and watching it leave our hands. Because of that disconnect, those tiny, seemingly harmless purchases, the quick drive-through coffee, the extra Target clearance item, the auto-renewing subscription, quietly team up. And before you know it, those small, painless swipes have turned into a giant balance that feels incredibly heavy. But today, we are going to break that cycle without making you stare at a single overwhelming spreadsheet. Now, when most financial gurus talk about the cost of credit card debt, they start throwing interest rate math at you. But I want to talk about what it's really costing you. Friend, It's your purchasing power. Every single dollar you send to a credit card company to cover interest is a dollar that has been hijacked. It's a dollar that is completely locked up and can never be used for the things that actually matter to your family. Just think about this. That interest money could be funding your emergency peace of mind cushion. It could be paying for a family vacation, or building your retirement, or funding your kids' future dreams, or your own. It could be used for investing, generous giving, or just breathing room for a fun weekend experience. Because when we carry credit card debt, we aren't just paying back a bank. We are letting the bank quietly steal our future opportunities. It's time to take that power back. Now, this is where you might be a little surprised. Unlike a lot of money experts out there, I am not going to tell you to go to your kitchen, grab a pair of scissors, and cut up your credit cards. I don't teach women to abandon credit cards forever. And you're probably thinking, why? Because the card itself isn't the enemy. Instead, I want to teach you how to be the one in complete control. We're gonna flip the dynamic. From now on, friend, your credit card becomes your servant and not your master. And this is where my coaching philosophy is a little different, and it's honestly the secret to making this whole thing work. Before you ever swipe your card for anything else, you have to decide what matters most to your family. Or maybe to you personally. I am talking about your non-negotiables. Things like keeping a safe roof over your head. Is it something important? Yes, of course. Then putting food on a table. Very important. Then reliable transportation to get to work and school. Yes, all of us need transportation. And safe and good. How about building up your savings? Yes, we all need this. Then we want to give generously, right? And then the strategy is behind this, with these priorities established, to attack that debt payoff. Once those core priorities are crystal clear and funded first, everything else gets so much easier. You no longer have to stress over every single tiny purchase because you already know your big rocks are taken care of. You've drawn the boundary lines, and now you get to play safely inside them. So, how do we put this into action without a spreadsheet? Yes. It comes down to one simple, practical system. You just need to give your credit card a monthly spending limit. And instead of looking at an item in a store or online and asking yourself, can I afford this? Which is a trap because the credit limit says you can. Friend, I want you to start asking a completely different question. Does this fit inside this month's spending plan? And this is a massive mindset shift. From this day forward, your credit card is nothing more than a convenient payment method. And it's not permission to spend. You decide the limit and not your bank. And if you've been putting off debt payoff because you think it means entering some sort of financial prison, friend, I want you to take a deep breath. So many women think that paying off debt means never eating out, living on ramen noodles, saying no to your kids forever, and just feeling completely deprived. But I don't teach that, and I don't want that life for you. Instead, here's the beautiful truth. When your priorities are aligned and your spending has an actual purpose, your debt payoff naturally begins gaining momentum on its own. There is no need to punish yourself. And when you design a system around what you actually value, then you stop fighting your budget. And then your budget finally begins working for you and the debt starts melting away without stealing your joy today. And this brings us right back to the title of today's episode, How to Pay Off Credit Card Debt with No Spreadsheet Budget. Let's be completely honest with each other. Friend, a spreadsheet has never paid off a single penny of debt. A spreadsheet is just the rows and columns of numbers staring back at you. It's a tool, sure, but what actually pays off debt is a system you can stick to. And a simple budget does what a massive, overwhelming spreadsheet never can. It helps you know your priorities without getting a headache. It organizes your cash flow, creates automatic spending limits, and allows you to make fast, confident decisions in the middle of a busy week. And most importantly, a simple budget helps you consistently pay down debt. Because at the end of the day, simple creates consistency, and consistency is what creates progress. And you don't need complex calculations. You just need a simple system that lets you live your life. And if today's episode gives you a completely different perspective on credit cards and budgeting, imagine what could happen when we apply this system to your own finances. Many women tell me they finally experience financial clarity because they stop guessing where their money should go. Together we'll simplify budgeting, financial planning, organizing your money, debt payoff, saving, investing, building lasting financial stability. And if you're ready to experience that transformation, I would love to work with you. Just visit dianagalas.com/coaching. It's dianagalas.com/coaching. Now, let's bring it all together. What we talked about today. It's what credit card debt really is, then why it steals purchasing power. Then we talked about why I don't believe credit cards are the enemy, right? And then also we talked how financial priorities change everything and why a spending limit creates freedom. And also we mentioned how a simple budget naturally supports debt payoff. And friend, by listening to this episode, you had one of those little aha moments. Would you take just a minute to leave a 5-star written review here on the Financial Planning for Working Moms podcast? Because your review helps more busy working moms discover this show, find practical financial guidance, and to realize that financial peace doesn't have to come from fear or complicated spreadsheets. Sometimes it begins with one simple shift in perspective and one intentional step toward becoming the woman you were created to be. And friend, remember this: credit cards aren't your problem. What is, it's confusion. And when you build a simple financial system around your values and priorities, your money begins working with you instead of against you. Little by little, month by month, you'll gain confidence, reduce financial stress, and move closer to the financial peace you've been praying for. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Keep showing up. Keep taking one faithful step at a time. And I want you to know that every wise financial decision you make is building a stronger future for you and your family. And I'll see you next week for another episode of Financial Planning for Working Moms. And until then, take care and remember, simple money systems lead to lasting financial stability. I am glad you joined me today. If this episode lifted some weight off your shoulders, pass that lightness on to another woman who could use it too. Make sure to follow the Financial Planning Podcast so each week you can unwrap simple money strategies helping you design and build financial stability at your home and experience the clarity, peace, and direction your life is craving. You're doing better than you think, truly. Keep going and keep leading your money, not chasing it. Right here, your clarity grows, your confidence builds, and your new financial story begins. 1 week, 1 step, 1 win at a time.